So, disparity equals depravity. More leftist tactics coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Common Sense, Logic, and Reason. And as always, thank y'all for joining me today. So, I always talk about how the left, they need to resort to tricks and tactics to be able to make a point, because very rarely, if ever, do the facts support their argument. And disparity equals to depravity is another one of those tactics. And this is probably one of the most widely used tactics of the left, if not the most widely used that we see in today's society with the cancel culture and all. Now, what is disparity equals to depravity? Well, anytime there's any type of disparity or discrepancy in society that's unfavorable to them. Now, if the disparity supports them, then we just sweep it under the rug. We're going to ignore that. But anytime there's a disparity that's basically against the left, that's disadvantageous to the left, they will lead you to believe that any such disparity like that is a result of some male intent from some other group, some evil group acting evilly and badly to try to make that created the disparity, right? Now, they never actually do any real research into the disparity, how the disparity exists, the what, when, where, and how, and why. They only deal with the what. So they only see a disparity that's unfavorable to them, and they blame the big bad boogeyman, which is, as I say, for feminists, is the evil patriarchy, which is not evil, and for black folks, it's the evil white man, and racism, which really truly doesn't exist in America. But this is what you do. Now, an example of a disparity that you hear is from the feminists is you hear the gender pay gap, right? Now, they'll cry about the gender pay gap, which exists. They'll say that it exists because of the evil patriarchy. With these deals, handshake deals behind closed doors, purposely and specifically pay women less money. Of course, they just see the end result and they cry about it. They don't look into the real reason why the pay gap exists, which we all know exists because men and women are different and make different choices in life. Men and women, God designed us different. That's just how it is. Now, you never hear the feminists cry about how men are being screwed over in the family court. They don't cry about that disparity. And that's just outright disparity. We sweep that under the rug. Another example would be incarceration, right? Blacks that cry about the incarceration rate. We are, 13% of the population of America. And we make up like 39% of the prison population. More than three times the rate of which we make up the population of the country itself. And blacks will say, well, that's a disparity, it's evil racism, it's an evil justice system against black people. Of course, they're going to ignore the mass crime committed by black people. If you commit mass crime, don't be shocked if you have mass incarceration. That's just common sense. Now, another perfect example would be the income gap between blacks and white people. Race hustle, we use that as evidence of a evil system, the systematic racism and white supremacy, right? Of course, they never do any real research into why the real reason happened. They just assume that it's an evil system out to keep the black man down. Of course, they don't look into the fact that white people do more of what causes prosperity, and black people do less of it. And that's why we have less prosperity, more poverty, more ghetto nonsense amongst us, because we do more which is going to create poverty. Common sense. Again, you look at what Asian people are doing. They're doing more what creates poverty or prosperity, and that's why they're outperforming white people in just about every metric in society other than percentage of population. That's it. And you think that black people would look at Asian people and say, well, maybe we should replicate what they're doing. But they say they don't have the same experiences. They know that they don't have the experiences we do, even though 90% of black folks in America don't have that experience either. But anyway, the disparity equals depravity. Again, the reason why I bring these tactics up is so that if you ever run into them, you would already know about it, and you'll be able to respond to it and destroy all the nonsense. So That's why I keep bringing all these tactics up. And as I say, this is my little 2 cents on this whole disparity equals depravity. Always do your evidence, do your research, get the evidence, and see the real reason why, and you will always destroy them. Right? But so disparity equals depravity. Now you know, and know it's half the battle. And as always, y'all, until next time.